Hey everyone, and welcome back to my daily breakdown of California versus Larry Millete in his 2023 preliminary hearing. We're going to be moving forward today with testimony from J.R., Maya's brother, one of her brothers. She has three, and he will be the first to testify, and he's getting on the stand right now. Thanks again for being here. Make sure you take note of the playlist. If you're new to this channel, there's a playlist so you can catch up and get up to speed on all of these videos. They were very short. Most of them are very short, a half hour or so. And let's go ahead. Let's not waste any time. Let's hear from JR.
Wait right here. Raise your right hand to be sworn in.
You might remember Maya's siblings have several nicknames and different names, American names, Filipino names. And I wouldn't be surprised Hawaiian names. So if you have several names that you hear, don't get too confused by that.
My name is J.R. Tabalanza, last name Tabalanza.
Mr. Tabalanza, are you married?
Yes.
What's your wife's name?
Genesis?
You have kids?
I do.
How
We
many
do.
kids do you have?
We have 2 kids.
And how old are they?
Our daughter is 12. She'll be 13 next month. And our son James, he is 7.
What's your daughter's name?
Micah.
Your Honor, may I approach just to close the exhibit finder, but still open on the last witness?
Yes. You said your daughter's name was?
Micah, Mikah.
Again, please turn on your CC closed captioning because the audio is not great.
JAY-R.
See the photo projected up on the screen there?
Yes.
That's 3-1.
Yes.
You recognize who that is?
Yes.
Who is that person?
That's our sister Maya.
You refer to her as Maya?
Yes.
What is the age difference between you and Maya?
About 2 years.
And we heard some testimony about the siblings and the order of the siblings, but where are you in relation to Maya? In the order of the siblings and age.
Younger. I'll be the younger.
Are you the youngest sibling?
I am the youngest. Yes.
And then May is just
Older than me. Yes.
We've heard some testimony about your family kind of starting out in the Philippines and then Hawaii. At some point after being in Hawaii, did you come to California?
Yes.
And of your siblings, where were you in? Who came to California first?
I would. I remember it was JP, our older brother.
And then when did you come to California?
I think it was in the beginning of 2002.
Were May and Larry already living here in California? The time, or did you?
Yes, at that time, yes, I believe so.
And did you knew Larry, her husband?
Yes.
They got married around what age? Do you recall?
I around 18. I think she was 18 at that time.
Do you see Larry in the courtroom today?
Yes, I do.
Could you point to him and tell us what he's wearing?
He's wearing a black jacket. Yes.
Sidebar, I'm recording.
All right. So it didn't take very long for this break here. And remember to watch for my sidebar videos.
For a job.
When you came to California, did you live at any point in time with your sister and Mr. Millete?
Yes.
When was that?
It was when we first moved to San Diego. That was I think it was 2015.
Were you married yet?
Yes.
Where did you move from?
From Los Angeles.
When did you move to? How long have you been in Los Angeles?
I think we were in Los Angeles for about 7 years.
And then why did you move to San Diego?
For a job, my wife's job.
Where did your wife get a job?
at the uh, at the Navy base, where Maya also worked.
Were your sister May and your wife Genesis friends?
Yes, they were.
Did May know your wife before you did?
Yes,
Is that actually how you met her?
yes,
I'm
Given
sorry.
that you and your sister were close in age, did you share interests? Similar interests?
yes.
What kinds of things did you and your sister like to do together?
Outdoors, snowboarding. A lot of times we go out snowboarding.
Describe the relationship between you and your siblings.
I mean, we're pretty close all together as siblings. Yes,
Do you like to do activities together?
yes,
Spend holidays together?
yes,
Spend birthdays together?
yes.
When all of you began to have children, you would spend holidays with extended family together?
Yes.
Would you say that you and your sister May had more things in common than some of your other siblings, or less? Some siblings are closer to others. Describe how your relationship was with May.
I'm not sure if we had more things in common, but we share. I mean, we enjoy the things that we do together.
And some of the things you like to do together were what? Where were some of the things you like to do together?
To the desert. You know, we go out camping. We've been to camping and Pismo Beach a few times.
And would that be you and your spouses and
Yes,
families?
the family.
You mentioned that you lived with May and Mr. Millete for a period of time, and I think you mentioned that was 2015.
Yes, if I remember correctly, yes.
And how long did you live with them?
A few months
Where were they living at the time?
in Chula Vista, on Paseo Los Gatos.
What, generally speaking, has been your relationship with Mr. Millete over the years?
It's been good. You know, he was family. I treated him just like I would treat every other family member.
Were there certain things that you liked to talk about with Mr. Millete?
Yeah, we talked a lot about firearms. I'm also into firearms. A lot of recently, maybe just a few years back, we started talking about cryptocurrencies and things like that. Yeah.
Was firearms something that your brother-in-law, Mr. Millete, was interested in?
I would say so. Yes.
When you spoke with him, was he knowledgeable about firearms?
Yeah, he knew what he was talking about.
Did you say cryptocurrency and firearms? Any other subjects that were kind of general topics of conversation with Mr. Millete?
I don't know. I don't remember it. You know.
Those are two that stand out.
Yes.
In 2020, well, after you moved out, then you and your wife Genesis, where did you move to?
We moved just the city over in Paradise Hills to an apartment, to a 2-bedroom apartment.
About how far away was that from where May interviewed?
I would guess maybe 5 miles away, 5-6 miles away.
In 2020, well, let me ask you, did you and your sister communicate on a regular basis over the years?
Just through text messages maybe, and some, yeah, I would say, yeah, pretty regular. Yeah.
In other words, were there any big gaps in time where, let's say you were talking to your sister for a year or 2 years and
No.
then spoke with her again?
No, it wasn't like that that big of a gap.
So for most of your life, you maintained pretty constant communication
Yes.
with your sister. And would you say that's the same is true with all of your siblings? Have you maintained generally contact with your siblings
Yes.
over the years? How, in, let's say 2019 getting into 2020, what would be your main mode of communication with your sister May?
It would probably the Facebook Messenger. Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that. How would you communicate on Facebook Messenger?
Like for instance, if there was an event coming up, like she would bring it up. It's like, hey, what's happening? Oh, what are we doing for this so and so's birthday, or Mama's birthday, or Papa's birthday? She tends to start off the conversation, and everybody just kind of jump in and like, oh, I don't know, let's do it here, or let's go to Lakewood, or
I don't know why, but there are just certain moments like this with Maya's family that just make me so sad. What are you doing for Mama's birthday? I mean, what a loss. What a senseless, horrible loss. Anytime someone is taken against their will in this way. But her family member, just like his sister before him, Maricris, JR is coming off right away. You can kind of catch his baseline. Very genuine. You can tell he's not prepared. He's not overly nervous. He's just eager to provide whatever he can to the attorney. I mean, you're going to probably notice that throughout his testimony. Very endearing, at least to me. Her entire family has been during this process.
In 2020, siblings, some family members in Lakewood,
yes,
California, some family members in Cerritos,
yes,
and your sister Maricris, where was she living?
in Moreno Valley.
And then among the siblings, were there any other siblings living in San Diego other than you and your sister May?
No,
The Facebook Messenger, did you communicate with your sister, just you and your sister on Facebook Messenger?
yes, there's some.
And would you also communicate what we would refer to also as a thread, a text or messaging string with your siblings, where everybody was on the same message thread?
Yes,
Was your sister, did she confide in you about things that were going on in her marriage?
not really.
How would you describe your sister in terms of whether or not she's a private person or very open about things that were going on personally with her?
I think she was pretty private. Well, at least with me.
And why do you say that?
She didn't like to talk about it. She didn't like to involve anyone else in a way.
What do you mean by that? Involve anyone else? Meaning, explain that.
She doesn't like to get anyone, I guess, involved in her. I'm not sure how to explain that.
Was it common for her to call you and want to express, hey, this is what's happening in my marriage, I had a big fight, or
No,
I'm happy or I'm sad, or things like that?
no.
And what about with your brother-in-law, Mr. Millete? Would he call you and communicate with you about what was happening
Yes.
between he and your sister?
Yes.
When did he do that? Always throughout their marriage?
No.
When did that begin?
I'd say in the beginning, in the early months of 2020,
Tell us about how that started.
he called me and he told me that Maya might be leaving him, and he asked me to help him.
What did he say he wanted? How did he ask for you to help him?
To see what I could do with Maya, if I was basically try to convince her to not leave him.
Do you recall when that was?
I don't recall exactly.
Would it be the beginning of the year 2020, or more towards the middle, or more towards the end?
I would say more towards the beginning.
Prior to that phone call, was phone communication something that was common between you and Mr. Millete?
No,
How did you react when you got that phone call?
I was surprised.
What did you say?
I just asked what happened, and I can't remember much of that conversation. He didn't give me a reason of why they were separating at that time, or why she wanted to separate.
So this confirms what Maricris was testifying to, that Maya was fairly private about her relationship, her marriage with Larry, whether they had problems or not. Of course, they were married 21 years, but he's saying that he was surprised about the separation. So, again, just by way of reminder, JR and his wife Genesis, who will also testify in the preliminary hearing here, they lived the closest to Maya in San Diego County as compared to her other siblings who were up in Orange County in LA.
Was that the only phone call he made to you?
No.
How many phone calls would you say he made to you making the same request?
Multiple. I can't, I don't know exactly how many.
Would the calls sometimes be more than one in a day?
Yes.
More than 5 in a day?
There'd be missed calls, and yes, sometimes multiple missed calls.
Tell us about that.
There were days when I'm busy at work and I couldn't pick up the phone, and he would constantly he would call several times. Yeah.
What type of work do you do?
I work as a field technician,
So what kind of hours do you work
8 to 5.
during the workday, and sometimes you wouldn't see missed calls?
Yes.
How many missed calls?
3, 4, 5 missed calls sometimes.
And when you would call back,
Mhm.
what would Larry say? Sorry, excuse me, the defendant. What would Mr. Millete say when you call back?
He would ask if we were good. Like,
What did that mean to you?
to me, it meant like if it seems to be like I was either or he was maybe thinking that I was ignoring his phone call, or
So he's also confirming Larry's insecurity here. And to me, in my opinion, only just looking at this case and others, it seemed like Larry was really trying to make sure that he was in good with Maya's family. Maya was obviously very close to her family, and he knew that, and he wanted to make sure that he had everybody on his side if possible. He also sounded like he was a little over the top by calling, as he said, constantly. He kind of corrected a little bit. I'm sure it's very difficult because they were very friendly and loving as a family, and Larry's, who he's testifying basically against, is sitting right there in front of him. And so now he's having to testify about how compulsively Larry was calling him and trying to ingratiate himself to him during their separation.
Were you ignoring his phone call?
no.
Why hadn't you called?
I would call him back after I was done with what I was doing.
And when you would call him back, you said, yes, we're good.
Yeah.
Work. What was the defendant telling you was the nature of his call?
I can't remember.
Well, was it always the same subject matter, or were these
Yes.
missed calls sometimes related to something totally different?
No, it would always be the same.
And what was the subject matter of the call?
The marriage problems.
And so you may not remember specifically, but when you would get these missed calls, call me back, it would always be the same subject.
Yes.
How long did that go on?
Several months, few months.
Would you say the calls were once a week, every couple of days, every day?
I can't remember exactly.
Can you give us kind of an idea?
I would say once a day
For a couple of months?
for a couple of months. Yeah.
And at some point, did your sister May actually move out of her house on sale to Scottsdale to move in with you and your wife Jess?
Yes.
When was that?
I think it was around May.
Do you recall? And that would be May of 2020?
I'm sorry.
That would be May of 2020?
Yes.
And do you recall how long she lived with you?
I think it was about 6 weeks.
Did she tell you why she was coming through?
Yes.
What did she say?
Because she wanted to separate.
Did she bring her children with her?
Initially, no.
Were there times when she did have the children at the house?
Yes.
At that time, was May also, did she speak frequently with your wife, Jensen?
Yes.
Were they, what was their relationship like, May and Jensen?
Close friends. I mean, the family, like sisters.
Would you say that you would you and May have conversations about what was going on with her marriage at that time?
There was an instance where I was she mentioned that I asked her what her plan was, and then she told me I'm going to co-parent.
What did you understand that to mean?
I'm sorry.
What did you understand that to mean?
That she was going to separate from the marriage.
And what did co-parent mean to you?
I mean, just two individuals that shared children.
When May moved out and was living with you, what was your brother-in-law, the tenant's reaction?
He didn't like it.
During that time, did he call you?
Yes.
Did he text message you?
I can't remember.
So this also is twinning with Maricris's testimony that Maya had expressed at least a plan to co-parent, whatever that meant to her. As he said, he thought it might have meant living separately, separating, but taking care of the children together, sharing the responsibilities of taking care of the children. Not sure where she got that idea or any of those things, but at least both the brother and sister at this point, everything is congruent, equal. There's nothing conflicting. So we're getting supporting testimony on these accounts about what Maya's thought process was.
You recall that he would call you?
Yes.
Would you say that he called you frequently?
I can't remember.
What would be the nature of his communication with you?
Just asking about her, asking about Maya.
Go ahead.
Or where is she, or what's she doing, things like that. Is she home yet?
Is she home yet?
Yes, or like he's checking up on her basically.
Did you find the nature of his calls unusual at all?
I wouldn't say unusual.
What was your reaction to his phone calls to you asking a question?
I was just, I don't know, maybe just wanted to know at that time.
Do you recall a trip that you took to Lakewood with your sister when your brother-in-law, the tenant, was not there?
Yes,
When was that? Do you remember?
I think it was one of the birthdays. It might have been in September of 2020.
Tell us a little bit about what was the nature of that drive to Lakewood. First of all, who was with you?
It was me, Maya, her children, and my kids.
What were you driving?
Yes.
And did you have sort of some side trips on your way to Lakewood?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
So yeah, there was a couple stops that we did, and I noticed that every time we would stop, she would get a phone call, and because I was sitting next to her, I could tell that it was Larry that was calling.
And how could you tell?
The voice, I recognized the voice.
You could hear the voice on the phone line.
Yes.
What could you actually hear the words that were being said?
No.
Did you hear what your sister was saying in response?
Yes.
And based on the responses, did you tell what the context of the conversation was?
I don't understand.
Fair. What causes you to remember this, that she was getting these phone calls? What was significant to you about the fact she was getting these phone calls?
I just realized that every stop that during that time she would get that phone call. So it's just something that kind of sticks to you.
What would you hear? Did you hear your sister make any responses in the phone call?
Yes.
What was she saying?
One stop we had, she just said, "Oh, JR, picked up something," and then the next would be, "Oh, we stopped by for food at In-N-Out."
So when you would stop, well, let me ask you this: was he calling along the drive?
No, I don't recall her being on the phone while we were driving it.
So when would these phone calls happen?
during the stops.
Who's driving?
I was, Your Honor.
And so you would stop. How many stops were there?
I remember three. There were 3 stops.
And each time, would your sister get a phone call?
Yes,
And each time was the kind of nature of the phone call the same?
yes,
Where she was explaining where she was?
yes,
Did you hear your sister's tone of voice when she was on the phone?
yes.
And how did it sound?
It was. I mean, I couldn't tell if it was. I'd say it was normal, or like a little on the soft tone.
Soft, like she was trying to not have you hear?
Right.
How long were those conversations?
I don't remember exactly.
What is it about it that sticks out to you?
Just the fact that she would get that phone call at us when we have the stop, and when we stop.
Explain that a little bit more. When you say she'd get that phone call, what do you mean by that?
It's just unusual. I mean, I guess
What's unusual?
to get that phone call while stop. It's almost like she was being tracked in a way.
Why do you say that?
It just because those were the only time when she would get a phone call.
Do you have any knowledge that she gave him an itinerary before you left?
No,
Do you have any knowledge or any reason to believe that your brother-in-law knew exactly when you would be stopping on that drive?
no,
When you would have conversations with your brother-in-law throughout 2020, did he describe his feelings for your sister and their relationship?
yes.
And what did he say to you about his feelings for the relationship?
Objection, girlfriend.
Could you repeat the questions? I'm sorry.
Throughout 2020, when you would speak to your brother-in-law, the defendant, what would he say to you about his feelings about his relationship with your sister?
That he doesn't want to um he doesn't want to separate, and he loves her.
Did he ever express concern that your sister was going to leave him?
Yes,
How many times?
multiple times.
When you say multiple times, what do you mean by that? You mentioned that
Didn't answer.
he sort of shook his head.
Well, I need a verbal
Yes,
response.
go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Did you ever respond to that? When you say multiple times, what do you mean by that?
I'm sorry.
Let's take a break. All right, you want to recess? You want to resume at 1:30, sir, or what is that?
Okay, so there it is for this is going to wrap up their day 3 morning sessions. We'll come back in the afternoon. The quality of the audio in the afternoon does improve somewhat, and there is CC available. So as I patch these things together for you, like I said, I don't have much control over, I really have very little control over the audio or video, but on your end, if you put your CC's closed captioning on, for those that I can't, it should help you understand a little bit better. So with that, again, thank you for joining me for this episode of the heartbreaking case of Maya Millete and the preliminary hearing of Larry Millete in California from 2023. I am here daily, almost daily. So turn on your notification bells if you want to catch up, stay on track, and see these in order. Otherwise, go to the playlist. Again, that's capital M for Maya Millete, hyphen, capital P, lowercase LAYLIST, hyphen playlist. So with that, again, I'm not monetized, so YouTube doesn't really push my content a ton, but you don't get commercials. So hopefully you're appreciating that part of it. If you want to help more people understand this case, be familiarized with this case, it would be very helpful and supportive to the family as they are still searching for Maya and would like some answers in this case. If we get more eyes on it, that always helps. So with that, again, I appreciate you being here, and we'll see you tomorrow.